Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. My name's Kristen and you're watching the Dahlia Society. Today I've got some wonderful Valentine's inspiration for you all, or Valentine's Day, whatever suits you. And this is a bit of inspo for sewing yourself, maybe something beautiful, something romantic. I love a theme and I think it's fantastic to have a little bit of inspiration, maybe to sew yourself something special to hopefully cheer you up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell and you'll be alerted to any new episodes whenever they're put out. I've picked you some beautiful dahlias straight from my garden. Have a look at these. This one's my favorite, this striped one. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just think they are the most stunning flowers. Maybe you're more of a roses fan. I personally am not fussy. I like any kind of flowers. But you know what? Why wait for people to give them to you? Grow them yourself if you can, because you actually can reward yourself with a beautiful bunch of fresh flowers every day if that's what you're wanting. I just think they just lift the mood beautifully. I'm actually wearing a lovely red linen fringe top from Chalk and Notch Patterns. This one I've had in my wardrobe for a couple of years now and I love wearing this. But the standout beside me here is this gorgeous Sicily slip dress. Now I've made this with Valentine's Day in mind because I just think it's a gorgeous, sexy, sophisticated style dress. A lot of people went on to make this last summer. This gorgeous vintage inspired bias cut dress was very, very popular last summer. I'm a bit late to the party. You may be familiar with Mason Sewing or Sewing Mason. She actually has this gorgeous, very popular style dress that I should have made a long time ago. It's been sitting there and I was waiting for the right fabric, but I think this fabric is perfect. It's a heavier weight kind of satin. I bought it from Spotlight last week. And I just think even though it's got a bit of colour in it, it fits in really well to the pink and red party that's happening for Valentine's Day. Pigeon Wishes, if you're familiar with Pigeon Wishes, she actually has started this hashtag for Galentine's Day for everyone in the sewing community to hashtag their posts on Instagram, and you can actually join in the party and see what everyone else is wearing. So if you've got something red and pink in the stash that you want to use, this is a perfect occasion for that for Valentine's Day. I'm going to pop some pics in, see what you think about this one. Now, I don't have a sew along for this dress, but I actually found that Brittany J. Jones has the most fantastic sew along. She actually has made two of these. The second one she made, she did a sew along for, and it's fantastic. She's very, very thorough. She has a wonderful way of teaching, especially for newbie sewers and beginners. But if you're wanting to have a sew along for this dress, follow along like I did. You'll be really, really happy with how it turns out. I'll show you a bit of footage as well, how I cut the fabric out on the bias. So this is how the pattern pieces will look, and the fabric is laid out on the flat. And because you've only got basically your front and back piece, and you've got a bit of a facing here and a strap, you just need to make sure that you have selvage to selvage. Normally the grain line runs down this way, but on the bias you need to have it at a 45-degree angle. So the arrows are already printed out on the pattern to show you the direction that your pattern piece should be laying. So laying flat. And that will give the dress a beautiful drape, that bias cut. So basically you can run them both in opposite directions as long as the arrow is facing with the grain line. So it's basically opposite to a normal grain line. So 2 meters of fabric. Make sure your fabric is at least a 140 width to fit it across, otherwise you'll run into trouble with not having a wide enough fabric. So that is how it should look. Another thing to take into account is that it will have a slight stretch because it's cut on the bias. Normally fabric cut on the right grain line won't have any stretch, but this will have a slight amount of give. So it does tend to make it a little bit more adaptable to fitting as well, so which is great. Really easy dress, but such a lovely fall fabric when you're wearing a bias cut dress. It actually gives you just the most gorgeous shape, and I've seen this dress on a lot of different shapes and sizes, a lot of different bodies, and I didn't know how I'd go getting away with this with the thin strap because I usually do like to have a bra, and I find I normally go for the thickest strap. I know Karina has made the thicker strapped version on her channel, but I really love the line of the thinner strap and the soft cowl. I just think it's really a gorgeous style dress, so I'm really happy with how it's come up. Absolutely love the fabric as well. I did a little rolled hem. If you've got a little rolled hem foot for your sewing machine, make sure to use this on the dress because it's actually very easy to do. And also things like French seaming. Your sewing mason's actually thought about so much detail. She's done all French seaming on the inside. You've got a beautiful fold over facing and a back facing as well. So really simple, can be whipped out in no time. So definitely think about the Sicily slip dress. I made the size F and it goes from an A to a J. So I think, yeah, you're looking at your finished garment measurements. It'll give you a waist finish measurement. So that's kind of what I loosely based it on. But also take into account the other measurements of things like your bust as well, because it's really important. You don't want it to be too oversized. This dress really has to skim against the body and give you that beautiful shape. So you don't want to be making it too oversized, but you can get away. It can be a little bit more of a lenient pattern because of the way the fabric is cut on the bias. It gives that tiny hint of stretch to the fabric, the way it sort of moves across the body as well. So Valentine's Day, do you celebrate it? Do you think it's a bit mushy, not for you? Or do you love having an excuse to have maybe a romantic dinner? You go out for a lovely date if it's all possible. If not, have a date at home. I think it's a wonderful idea to have a little candlelit dinner or just make yourself feel a bit more special as well. So my mum actually, it's her birthday on Valentine's Day, so we always usually go out for lunch for her or do something nice for her birthday as well. But I just think it's really nice to have a theme or an occasion, especially to maybe give your sojo a little boost along. There are so many beautiful romantic style sultry, sexy kind of dresses out there at the moment. If you're loving the look of this slip style dress, and it's right up your alley, the Marsha style Leela dress, there's also a slip in that dress. I've made the dress for I think it was for my Minerva make, which was last year, that beautiful lilac color, but there's also a slip pattern that goes with that pattern, so you've got two patterns in one. So that's another slip dress, very well worth making. This, getting back to the fabric in this dress too, you need to use a fluid drapey style fabric, so anything like a satin or a charmeuse, chiffon, yeah, anything nice and lovely and drapey. You really need to use that drape. I'll probably steer away from things like linen and cottons, but if you find a really soft cotton blend, you may be able to get away with that. But yeah, really think about fluid drape, the way you handle the fabric when you see that fall of the fabric. It's very important, but I think a chiffon or a charmeuse or a georgette would look beautiful in this too. Today is all about the romantic, special kind of things that you may want to sew that maybe you haven't sewn for yourself, and I think you all deserve a gift. I think sewing something special for yourself is well worth it. Think about something maybe like the Suki robe from Helen's Closet, or the Carolyn pajamas from Closet Core Patterns. Gorgeous drapey silky fabric would work wonders in something like that. There's also been a brand new pattern release this last couple of weeks from Designer Stitch Patterns, and it's the Ava Boudoir set. So if you're wanting to head into some lingerie making, you're loving the look of this. It's a beautiful ensemble with a bralette, a gorgeous vintage style high-waisted pant, knicker pant, and also the suspender and garter belt. So really lovely, something special to make for yourself. Well worth it. Designer Stitch Patterns are from sizes 6 to size 30, and I think they go up to a double D cup. So this is a bralette, so there won't be any underwire and things like that. So it's probably a really good beginner style bra pattern, maybe more of an intermediate territory, but definitely well worth looking at making. All credit to the wonderful models that actually have modeled this boudoir set, because they really have got courage to get up there and show themselves, showing a bit more skin than normal, but really tastefully done. I think it's come up quite beautiful, this set, and especially love how a lot of the people have done them in a beautiful velvet. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. On a Stitch also have the Ashley cami or short cami or a long cami, a chemise style nightie as well. Beautiful if you've got some kind of nice lace that you want to show off on a satin, will look lovely. Also the Mariki, I think it's pronounced, robe. It's actually a stunning style robe that's got lovely frills on the arms, so really something unique and special. I haven't seen anything other than maybe just a normal kimono style robe, but to have the frills, I think it's very unique and very feminine and pretty. There's also the Barbara shorts as well, so if you're wanting to make the cami and you're wanting a little boxer style brief shorts, the Barbara shorts or longer pants are also beautiful to make too. There's also the Pattern for Pirates summer PJs, which is another little cami PJ set. Made for Mermaids also have the lounge and lace collection, so quite a few beautiful styles, sleepwear items there. You've got some little sets. There's camis and short. Also the Luna and Bryn set, which is also a little bralette style set as well. Very, very pretty for something wanting to start into looking into lingerie making. These patterns look wonderful to make. There's also the Peyton bundle PJs. There's a lovely little pajama set as well. Looking at Sew to Grow patterns, the lovely Lindsay has got some beautiful pajamas there. And these are called a night garden set. So it's a lovely cami style top with the long line pants. I think you can make that in short pants as well. So that's a really, really pretty little set. One that I actually love, and it looks a very similar vintage to maybe the silky bias cut, is the How to Do Fashion New York nightgown. It's a beautiful style chemise nightgown. It can also be made in a camisole as well. So I know I've had quite a few people ask me for chemise or slip patterns, so this could be definitely one you might want to make to wear as like a petticoat or slip style underneath a dress, or also for a nightie as well. But the beautiful vintage Hollywood glamour look to this, I think it's stunning. One that I've been wanting to make for quite a while and I still haven't found the right fabric. This is the Vogue pattern 1611. It's a beautiful nightie and pajama set with a lovely lace or mesh chiffon insert over the top of it, or you can just go for the lace around the V-neck. But this is actually one I've been looking for the right type of fabric, and I really want to be able to handle and see the fabric. So I'm going to wait till I go fabric shopping maybe in the city to find something particularly for this pattern. I just find buying knit fabric online is very hard unless you can actually feel the weight and the drape in your hand. And this actually calls for a 4-way stretch in a light kind of lingerie fabric. So definitely one that you don't want to be making too heavy as well. There's another Vogue nightwear collection as well. It's the V888, and it's a beautiful cami or chemise style, or with the boxer shorts, like a little ensemble set with the actual robe as well. So if you love your Vogue patterns, keep an eye out for that one, because that one looks absolutely beautiful as well. If you're wanting something more comfortable, there's also the Luna nightwear collection on Love Notions, which is in a more of a knit stretchy jersey style. So very, very comfortable, but also you can make it really unique and pretty as well with your trims. Lastly, we have got the Violet Threads Delphine robe. This is a beautiful style silky robe with a fold over neck as well. To go with that is the Cecilia set as well, another cami and boxer style brief set, or actually just a long chemise style as well. So there's quite a few things there that hopefully can inspire you. I know a lot of people want to tackle nightwear. Maybe you haven't had the confidence as yet, and I know that buying fabric online can be quite challenging for people as well. So definitely think about your lovely silky fluid draped fabrics for all of these lingerie and nightwear sets. So I loved wearing this. The actual earrings that I modeled in this photo shoot were made by my daughter Charlotte. Charlotte actually makes polymer clay earrings. It's just as a hobby. I think she's very creative, and it's a wonderful little hobby to have. A lot of people on Instagram you'll find are making different polymer clay, and some of them are so detailed as well. But we just thought that the colors that she chose for the dress actually looked gorgeous. So a big thank you to her for making me those. I loved wearing them. So I know a lot of people are making gifts. You may be buying a gift for your partner for Valentine's Day, but don't forget to give yourself a gift. I think making yourself something really pretty and special can be fantastic to make you feel great, to boost your mood. And I think the last 12 months we've all had, you'll make yourself feel extra special. And if you haven't got that special person in your life, think about celebrating Galentine's Day. I think it's a wonderful way for the sewing community to come together. We all appreciate each other's makes. We can all boost each other's confidence. I think look out for that hashtag, and also join the pink and red party for Pigeon Wishes. I will link that hashtag below, so you can all go ahead on Instagram. If you follow along there, I always post my makes on there and any episodes I have coming out as well. So head over to Instagram and follow along there with the hashtag. I'm going to go and make myself some chocolate dipped strawberries. I think they'll go down a treat for Valentine's Day. I love to spoil myself with things like that. Have a wonderful day if you're celebrating. And also, I will be back for Friday with Friday Sews to show you what else I've been working on. I think you will love the other dress that I have got to show you. It's really come up beautifully. Big kisses to you all. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you very shortly for a new episode. Take care. Bye for now.